The group scrambled over the final section of the wreckage, just as the cargo door burst open behind them. A swarm of infected spilled onto the tracks. 3, 2, 1. Hi, my name is Tan, and this is the International English Cafe. Today is Wednesday evening in the Western Hemisphere. It is Saturday morning in the Eastern Hemisphere. Today's topic is choices, zombie apocalypse. So it might not really look like much when you're looking at the shared screen right now, but essentially what we're going to do is we're going to play a game in which we'll have ChatGPT act as our moderator slash dungeon master. So this game will be more of like D&D-esque type of feel, where you have kind of a dungeon master to kind of help us role play this out. And the situation in this role play will be a zombie apocalypse. What we'll do is, let me share my screen again, is we'll have the players um, decide a role in which they will play in the game, and they'll have choices of what kind of items to carry. They can carry up to 20 points worth of it. So water is worth 2 points, food 2 points, medical supplies 3 points, so on and so forth. The idea of this game is that in this zombie apocalypse, the group is in a dangerous zone and they need to make their way to the safe zone, which will take about 10 days worth of time. So within these 10 days, will the group make it or not? Dum dum dum. Okay. Um, Things that will happen in this game is if a player needs to leave early, we can consider that player dead. And the group gets to take up, divide up all their items or just take up all their items that's left over. If new players or new members come into the call and play the game, then they're considered as new players or new pe survivors that just happen to meet the group, and then they'll join the group. Um, let's assume that they actually have 20 points worth of items with them as well. So we'll play things along and hopefully, let's see as a group, will we make it or will we be consumed by the very zombies that chase after us? Okay. Um, so I put kind of an example on the board. And what I'm going to do is I'm using this board here and I'll copy paste the information, which will go to ChatGPT. So I think I have ChatGPT set up to a point that like by me copy pasting this whole spreadsheet, then it will understand what's going on. And then when we will tell ChatGPT to tell us the story and then we move on from there. So uh would anybody like to pick out a role and the or actually we need to figure out what the roles are, right? So
Yeah.
um according to this, yeah. So medic, scout, engineer, survivor, and leader. So these are the roles in this game. Um I'll copy paste all this stuff. Oop. And I'll place it into the chat. That way, at least you guys have kind of an idea. Hopefully, I actually copy paste through well. Nope, it doesn't separate anything out. Okay, well, um, so yeah, number one, player name. Number two, role of the player. And then these are the five roles: medic, scout, engineer, survivor. and then leader. So since there's like five of us, I guess one person picks a role, and then if there's extra people that comes in, they just end up being a survivor by default. All right, let's give this a try and let's see how this works. So, would anybody like to read what ChatGPT says?
Okay, let me read.
Okay,
The
go ahead, Ime.
the 10-day trek to the safe zone. The outbreak had spread too quickly. Cities burned, emergency broadcasts went silent, and rumors spread of a military operated safe zone nearly 120 miles north. Four survivors, each with different strengths, decided to leave the collapsing danger zone together. The group: Dan Thick, leader; Amy, engineer; Juan Franco, medic; Mohammed, survivor. Okay.
Okay. Would anyone like to read the next part?
But maybe Juan Franco, day one.
Okay, I'm reading the next.
Yep.
Okay, day one, leaving the city. Sirens chewed through the abandoned streets as the group slipped through the back alleys of town. Cars clogged the roads, many stained with dried blood. Tanting helped everyone moving and calm while decide which routes to avoid. Mohammed carried extra supplies without complaint. Juan Blanco checked everyone for injuries before the port. The port while in repaired an old hand grand radio sheet phone. The group avoided their first zombie cluster by sneaking through a laundromat. The night they camped inside a rooftop greenhouse. Supplies use one water and one food.
Ooh. Okay. And then like, let's see. Oh, they gave us um everything day by day already. Oh, wait. I need to let's see. Or now. Okay, there you go. Okay, so basically we survived our first day. We got to a laundromat and we used up one water and one food. Dum dum dum. Okay, how does everybody feel so far? Grateful that you guys are alive?
Yes, thanks God.
All right.
What did you say, Dan?
So we used up one food and one water. So let's assume that it came from me, right? So one of my food and one of my water, right? So um, this is what got used up. And
Okay.
the story said that we found an abandoned laundromat, and on top of that was like, or we hid in an abandoned laundromat, and overnight we found a rooftop greenhouse. So there was a greenhouse on top of a roof of a building.
Got it.
So we're safe and sound. Okay. So how does everybody feel? Everybody feel good?
So far, yes.
Okay. So I think we can just copy paste this and then tell ChatGPT to continue on with the next part of the story. Okay, there you go. Day two, the silent grocery store. All right. Anybody want to read this next part? Oops. Okay. How about me? I'll read this next part. Okay. So, or I'll put
I
this
can
over
I
here.
can read it.
Oh, okay. You want to read? Go ahead.
Okay. Day two, the silent grocery store. Morning morning arrived gray and cold. The city behind the group was growing quieter. Not because things were improving, but because fewer living people remained. Before leaving rooftop, the rooftop greenhouse where they had spent the night, Sam take quietly rice, rice, how
Rationed?
could I rationed his own supplies first, consuming part of his food and water, so the others could preserve theirs for later. Nobody argued with the decision, though Juan Franco clearly noticed. The group continued north through side streets littered with abandoned cars and shuttered storefronts. Around midday, Mohammed spotted a small neighborhood grocery store with its front windows already broken. Could still be something left, he whispered. The group approached carefully. Inside, the shelves were mostly stripped bare, but unlike the larger supermarkets, this place had this place had been overlooked. The silence inside was unsettling. Shopping carts, shopping carts lay tipped over. A child's toy rolled slightly across the floor whenever the wind entered through the broken glass doors. Ime, Ime used a flashlight briefly to search the darker aisles while conserving battery power. Near the back storage room, the group can't see the rest. Okay, the group,
Oops.
um,
The group
yeah,
discovered.
the group discovered several canned goods hidden beneath fallen boxes, sealed bottled water, a box of batteries, a heavy crowbar. The mood improved immediately, but then a loud crash echoed from the stockroom. A zombie store employee stumbled through the swinging doors wearing a stained apron, knocking over metal shelving as it lunged toward the group. Mohammed reacted first, striking it with his protective gear-equipped pipe, while Tantic coordinated everyone toward the exit. The noise attracted more movement outside. Three more infected began shuffling toward the store entrance.
Okay. Without wasting time.
Without wasting time, Ime wedged the newly found crab bar through the door handles to slow the infected while one Franco grabbed the medical supplies they had nearly left behind. The group escaped through the rear alley just as pounding began against the front doors. They ran for nearly 15 minutes before finally stopping beside an abandoned bus depot. Nobody spoke at first. Then Mohammed laughed nervously. He, we almost died for canned soup. Surprisingly, everyone laughed with him. For the first time since leaving the danger zone, the group felt less like strangers trying to survive and more like a team.
Nice. We're all alive again. All right. So let's see what happened for the end of day two status. All right. So this is the day two status. I'll read this part then. End of day two status. Supplies consumed from Tanchik, one water, one food. Supplies found. Shared group gains, plus one water, plus one food. Crowbar slash tools, batteries. Group status, everyone alive, no injury, morale slightly improved. Noise from the encounter may have attracted infected nearby. Dum dum dum. Okay, so because of that, that means I consume food. So that's why the whole part of Juan Franco noticed because it means that um I was being a fatty. All right. Um, let's see. So that means it's off from me again. But then we gained one. So let's see. And we gained a group. So it said Ime got the crowbar. So that's one plus for you. Um, batteries. Let's say that's like for light. So let's see. Right. So who
Yeah.
wants to hold the batteries? I guess I'll hold the batteries because I'm not holding as much.
Okay.
And then since we got one water, one food, I'll hold that too. So go back up to there. Okay. Um, so this will be our new information for now, and then we'll continue with day three. With the end of day two status. This is what our information looks like right now. With Ime carrying the crowbar tool, time tick carrying the batteries, and water slash were canceled as No, we'll just go like that. That's fine. Please tell us what happened on day 3. Okay, here we go. Okay, anybody want to read day 3?
Let me read it.
Okay.
Okay. Day 3, the block tunnel. The group left the bus depot before sunrise, wanting to stay ahead of any infected drawn by the noise from the grocery store. The air had changed overnight. Smoke drifted from somewhere far behind them in the city, and distant sirens occasionally wailed before cutting out abruptly. Nobody said it aloud, but everyone understood. The danger zone was collapsing even faster than expected. By midday, the group reached the entrance to an underground vehicle tunnel that would cut several miles off their route north. Either we go through, Tantik said while studying an old street map, or we lose an entire day going around. Nobody liked the idea. The tunnel entrance was dark, humid, and completely silent. Too silent.
Give me a sec. There you go.
Okay. Amy checked the structure carefully and noticed abandoned military barricades near the entrance. Some had been smashed inward from the inside. That's not a good sign, she muttered. Still, the group cautiously entered. Flashlights flickered against rows of abandoned vehicles stretching deep underground. Water dripped from overhead pipes. Every sound echoed endlessly. Halfway through the tunnel, Mohammed rose. Soft movement, not ahead of them. Behind them, a cluster of infected had wandered into the tunnel entrance. At first, they moved slowly. Then, one let out a horrible screech.
Okay, let me move it up.
Suddenly, dozens of echoes answered deeper inside the tunnel. The group was trapped between two groups of infected. Move! Shouted Tante. The team sprinted between abandoned cars while Juan Franco struggled to keep pace carrying medical supplies. One overturned truck blocked most of the roadway ahead. Without hesitation, Amy climbed onto the wreckage with the crowbar she had carried since the grocery store. She managed to pry open a narrow maintenance gate leading into a side service corridor. The group squeezed through just as infected swarmed past the truck behind them. The maintenance corridor was pitch black. Thorndyke quickly handed over the extra batteries he had been carrying, allowing the flashlights to stay operational longer as the group navigated the narrow passageways underground.
Okay, here we go.
For nearly an hour, they wandered through maintenance tunnels filled with leaking pipes and electrical panels before finally emerging through an emergency exit several blocks north of the tunnel. The escape had worked, but everyone was exhausted. As evening approached, the group sheltered inside a small auto repair garage with metal doors that could still lock manually. Before sleeping, Juan Franco checked everyone for injuries. No bites, no scratches, just bruises, fear, and relief. That night, rain began falling outside while the four survivors sat silently in the dim flashlight glow, realizing how close they had come to dying underground. Thank you.
Dang. Such a close call.
Wow.
Okay, this is kind of exciting. All right, so end of day 3 status. Let's see. So I guess I'll do all the end of day status for readings, right? So supplies consumed. No food or water officially consumed yet during travel. Uh, batteries used heavily during tunnel escape. Supply changes. Tantic used spare batteries to keep group going, to keep group lights functional. Ime's crew bar proved critical for escape. Group status, everyone alive, no affections or injuries. Group fatigue increased, morale shaken but stable. Emerging concern. The group is beginning to realize large enclosed spaces may be far more dangerous than open streets. Yeah, that's a good lesson learned.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
so in terms of what happened or what's going on for information wise, right? Um, so no food, no water, um, everything looks fine. Technically, we used batteries, or I took out batteries, right? So that would mean one less here. You Okay, but other than that, this is all we got. And let's see. Um, we're in a small auto garage, right? So that's what the story said right here. Um, the group sheltered inside a small auto repair garage with metal doors that could still lock manually. So since we're in a small auto repair garage, that would mean that they should still have tools. So um, let's say that we got extra tools from this repair garage, right? So what kind of tools do you think each of us would want to bring with us?
Mhm.
Maybe a golf club to
A
fight
what?
the zombies. A golf club.
A golf club?
Maybe we need to get ready to hit the zombies
Oh,
later.
since we're in like an auto repair garage,
Oh.
right? So think about something that would be found in like an auto repair garage, right? So like things that would help fix a car. So it like if you wanted to use a weapon, like a big wrench could be considered something like that, right?
Mm,
Maybe hammer tank.
A hammer? Okay.
Yes, hammer
maybe.
and nails.
I don't know if there's a knife at an auto repair. Like, I mean, they may be, but like, I can't assume. But at least a hammer for sure, right? That's kind
Nails,
of a tool.
nails, nails. Uh,
Mm,
I don't know.
We can also use a tire, right?
A tire. Let's see. But how do we use a tire? Um,
Like
like what
if your
would
car is if your car's tire is broken, you can get
oh
it
no,
changed.
I mean like so for us like because we won't have a car or maybe we have a car. Who knows, right?
Okay.
Cause and that might be something to consider. Like maybe they have an extra car that we could use. That's actually a good idea.
But
Um,
for example, in USA, is normal use the meat. I don't know. They produce the trees.
the
the
what?
the trees. I don't know the word in
Like an
English.
axe to cut down trees?
Yes.
Yeah,
Sorry.
like they might have an axe. Yeah, like we
Wood.
could do that.
Hood. Hood.
A
No,
what?
the garage maybe use wood.
Wood?
Yes,
Do you
and
like
use the hammer. No.
well, I mean, li- sure, like so like if you want to take a hammer, you can take a hammer with you, right? I don't know about taking wood, but
Yeah. Okay.
right? So that's why I put down one extra thing for you for a hammer, right? Let's assume that you can bring a hammer with you. Um, so okay, Juan Franco has a hammer, right? So like, what about anybody else? What tools would you want to bring like each that you want to carry? Or if anything, you can say there's multiple tools that we could do with that too.
Hmm. Hammer is good.
You want a hammer too?
Yes.
Okay. So both Ime and Juan Franco with a hammer. Cool.
W- We can use a fire extinguisher.
Ooh, a fire extinguisher. Let's say that. Okay.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. All right. What the hell do I want?
Maybe hatchet tank.
A hatchet? Ooh,
Yes.
you want to bring two things? A hammer and a hatchet?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, Juan is ready to fight.
I'll bring a hatchet too. Or actually, maybe not hatchet. I want to bring a tool of some sort, but I don't know what yet. Um, let's see. Let's assume that they also have other things like batteries or lights and stuff. Does everybody want like one extra light or battery with them?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's important.
Yes.
Right? So like
One
That sounds
battery.
good.
we'll add one more extra for everybody across the board. So two, three, oops, two, three. Okay, cool. Um, and then do you think we're okay with communication devices? Let's assume that they might also have a communication device, or do you think this is we're good as is?
Tank. And for example, use solar batteries.
Solar batteries.
No, it's important.
We you could use a solar like they'll just be falling under the light battery thing.
Yes.
Mm,
So what we can do is just like let's say we all got a solar battery, a portable solar battery. What I mean by this, right, is oh, like let's
it's
put this
important.
right.
Only put in the solar and you have.
What I mean by this is this.
Ah, yeah.
See, so this is solar, right? You
Uh-huh.
can charge out of here. This also acts like a flashlight,
Hmm.
Ah, yeah.
and this is wireless charging.
Okay.
So we could
Very
say like
important.
we each were able to find one of these things and then we take it with us.
Maybe it's other tool.
Huh?
Is other tool important?
Sure. I mean, so for all that stuff, they'll just fall under light slash batteries. But okay, so for now, Ime with a hammer, Juan Franco with a hammer and a hatchet, Mohammed with let's see, you said a fire extinguisher. Yep. And then
Yes.
I said hatchet too. But do I really want a hatchet? Uh, sure. Hatchet. Okay. So let's say let's say what that's what we're gonna do, right? So let's copy paste all this stuff. All right. The group is as a group found additional tools and batteries and solar powered portable batteries. Juan Franco found a hammer and a hatchet. Ime found a hammer. Mohammed found a fire extinguisher. Oh, for tools. Okay, there you go. Extinguisher. There you go. And Tick found a hatchet. The following is the information table. Please tell us what happens on day 4. All right, here we go.
Okay.
The hardware store. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't say. Whatever. We'll go with this. All right, so I didn't write this right because we found this at the auto store, but it's gonna use that information to say that we went to a hardware store to find all this stuff instead, which I guess is fine, but we'll see what they say. So, Juan Franco, you want to read day 4?
Yes, yes. Okay,
Go
day
ahead.
4. Day 4, the hardware store. Rain hammered the roof of the auto repair garage throughout the night. By morning, the streets outside had become slick rivers of oil, stained water, and drifting debris. The group debated whether to stay put another day, but supplies were limited and the safe zone was still far north, so they moved. The rain worked both for and against them. Visibility was worse, moving was slower, but the sound of rainfall helped mask their footsteps from nearby effect. Several blocks later, Mohammed noticed a partially collapsed hardware store near an intersection. The front entrance had already been looted long ago, but inside employee entrance was still chained shut. That means people probably didn't full clear in out. Amy observed. Using
Let
the
me move
crowbar.
it up.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, here you go.
I'm lost.
Up here. Using the crowbar.
Okay. Using the crowbar, she carried Amy and Thanh forced the door open just enough for everyone to sleep inside. The store was dim and smelled of mildew and sawdust. Most aisles were cracked but deeper inside. The group discovered valuable equipment, hammers, hatchets, portable solar battery packs, and fire extinguishers, and protective gloves.
Ooh, okay.
What is protective gloves?
Just gloves that are protective. So like it's those heavy duty gloves.
Okay.
Yeah, those are protect like so basically like it kind of heat resistant and somewhat also cut resistant as
Uh-huh.
well. So you don't
Okay.
easily cut yourself and easily don't get burned.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone immediately understand how important these tools could become. Tan select a sturdy hatchet, compact, reliable, and easier to carry than larger tools. Juan Franco grabbed both a hammer and another hatchet, reasoning they could serve as tools and emergency protection. Ime found another hammer and several portable solar chairs that could help preserve the group's remaining lights and communication equipment.
All right, let me scroll up.
Yeah.
And then Mohammed.
Okay. Is the turn to Mohammed? The read?
Yep, Mohammed took the fire extinguisher.
Mohammed, but you're mute.
Oh, no, 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 no. Like up at the top, like you're reading, Juan Franco.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
here.
Mohammed took the fire extinguisher after joking if zombies don't fear the maybe firewall. Ah, I got it for the extinguisher. Not see this way. Okay. The joke actually used tension for a moment, but wheels caving and loud metallic crash issued from the loading dock area. Everyone froze. A pair of infected workers stumbled from behind stacks of lumber, drowned by the noise. This time, however, the group reacted faster than before. Mohammed discharged the fire extinguisher directly into the face of the first infected, blending blending it in a cloud of white chemicals, while the tank disabled the second with this hatchet. The encounter was quick but loud, far too loud. From outside the building, fine groans began multiplying. More in fact were approaching through the rain.
Okay, let's go up to here and okay, grab what we can. Okay, so that
Okay,
part.
okay, grab what we can and move. Tactic order. The group escaped through a rear emerging exit just as chase began appearing through the front windows of the store. By evening, they reached a small residential neighbor untouched by fire. The homes stood hurling intact as took their owners and simply vanished. The group selected a two-story house for shelter. For the first time in days, they had walls, beds, and a roof that did leak. Juan Franco cleaned everyone's hands and checked for cuts while Amy set up of the solar chargers near a window to gather what life daylight remained. Before sleep, the group shared a quick meal together in the darkness kitchen. Outside, thunder rolled across the city. But inside the house, for one brief night, things almost felt normal again. Oh,
Okay, so end of day 4 status. Supplies found. Tantic, one hatchet tool. Ime, one hammer tool, one portable solar battery slash life support. One Franco, one hammer tool, one hatchet. Mohammed, one extinguisher tool. Group status, everyone alive, no injury. Solar charging capability now helping preserve batteries. Team coordination improving slightly. Infected appear more reactive to loud noises during storms. Um, team, the group is becoming more confident, but also more aware that confidence can easily become overconfidence. Okay. So, good job, team. We're making, it's kind of a tough journey so far, but we're hanging in there. Okay. So, in this house, let's see. Um, let's say there may be some stuff that we could rate from this house. Um, although I don't know what we can rate from this because it says that we had a quiet meal, which means that like from that house, I think we used up their food instead of using up our own food. And I'm assuming that we ate up all their food at this point. Um, because like with no humans, electricity has to go down at some point. So I don't think for refrigeration would have been able to keep the food. fresh.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right. That's what I'm thinking about the food.
yeah. So let's assume that we did not eat any of our food, but we ate up all their food. Um,
Hmm,
so let's see. Since we're at a house, a two-story house like this, what else do you think we could do at this house or be able to take from this house? What do you guys think?
Me water?
Ooh, okay. Getting more water. Let's say we all get like, how many waters do you want to get extra? One water extra each, or one or two water extra each, or something like that?
Maybe one.
Okay. So like four, two, two, two. Okay.
They have canned food.
Canned food. Okay.
Mm-hmm,
So let's say we all have one extra canned food each.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so three, two, three, three. Okay. Anything else that you think you can get from this house?
Maybe it's important one other tool.
What kind,
Uh,
what other extra tools do you want at
yes,
this
yes,
point?
yes. I don't know to say this correct, but it's bow and arrows.
Bow and arrow? Oh,
Yeah,
weapon.
no,
Ah, okay. So
it's for in the moment you need food, you find
sure.
one
Well, I
animal.
mean, bow and arrow would help us to protect ourselves, or we can hunt
Maybe.
down animals, right? So
Yeah.
it's useful in two senses, right? For either hunting or for protection. So
Yeah.
okay, let's say one Franco found a bow and arrow, so he has another tool slash weapon. Okay. Anything else?
Mm-mm.
Any particular thoughts, anybody? Would you want to carry
Batteries.
anything extra?
More batteries from the house.
More batteries from the house? Okay. So let's say like we each get a battery. Three, four, three, four.
Tank, I have one question. 10,
Yes.
what is 10? Room
Tent.
for two. Yes.
So that means the tent can have two people sleep in it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That way
Okay.
we don't all need to have a tent together, but then like but if we had more survivors to come with us, then like they can just not have a tent with them and then we can help them with a tent.
Okay.
But in this case, since we're at a house, we don't need a tent because we can sleep on a bed.
Yeah. Okay. Communication, 10 batteries.
So does that look good? Does this seem good to everybody?
I think so.
Yeah. Because also too, technically we're carrying a lot. We're way over, but like I think the whole point of this is like at least we start off with 20 points worth of stuff, and if we end up with extra, that's okay. But just know that like in an actual real zombie apocalypse situation, we'll still need to like um, be cognizant of how much we carry because, we can't literally carry our whole house with us, right? So we can only be frugal with what we can have with us. So let's go like this. Okay, let's see. build up an extra bottle of water and grabbed an extra can of, and each grabbed a can of food. Let's see. And one Bronco and each grab an extra set of batteries and one Bronco found a bow and a set of arrows. To set out to begin to head out for day 5. Please tell us what happened next. Oops. Are as follows. Okay, there you go. All right, let her rip. The railroad crossing. Ooh, dum dum dum. Okay. Who want to read this one next? Oh, looks like Mohammed isn't here at the moment, but let's assume he's still alive for this portion of the game. Okay, so let me do day 5 reading. All right. Day 5, the railroad crossing. Morning sunlight finally broke through the storm clouds as the group prepared to leave the 2-story house. For the first time in several days, everyone had eaten properly and rested in real beds. Before leaving, the survivor searched the remaining rooms carefully. The house, the house's previous owner had clearly prepared for emergencies. Bottled water stored in closets, canned foods hidden beneath kitchen cabinets, spare batteries packed in drawers, and surprisingly, a hunting bow with a small set of arrows tucked inside a bedroom wardrobe. Juan Franco immediately took interest in the bow. Quiet, he said, while inspecting the string tension. That matters now. Nobody disagreed. By mid-morning, the group continued northward through suburban neighborhoods, slowly being reclaimed by nature. Wind pushed leaves and papers through empty streets. Dogs barked somewhere far away, though none were seen. The map suggested the safest route forward would follow an old railroad line out on the city, out of the city. At first, this track seems ideal. Open visibility, few abandoned vehicles, easier navigation. But after several hours of walking, the group discovered why nobody else had used the route. A freight train had derailed across the tracks ahead. Several train cars had overturned, creating a tangled mess of steel and debris, stretching hundreds of feet. Worse still, movements echoed from within the wreckage. The infected. Dozens of them. Some trapped, some wandering, some impossibly still. The group crouched behind a rusted signal box while Tantik assessed the situation. Going around the train would force them into open streets. Going through meant risking close encounters. We stay quiet, Tantik whispered. No unnecessary fighting. The survivors carefully climbed through gaps between the overturned train cars. Every creak of metal sounded deafening. Halfway through, Muhammad accidentally kicked loose a hanging chain. Clang, lang, lang, lang. Instantly, several infected turned towards the sound. Juan Franco reacted quickly, drawing the bow he had found earlier. His first arrow struck an infected in the shoulder, not enough to stop it completely, but enough to stagger it backwards into another. Meanwhile, Ime used her hammer to quietly pin a rattling section of loose metal in place before it could collapse and attract more attention. But deeper in the wreckage, a horrifying sound emerged. Scraping. A massive cargo door on one of the train cars slowly shifted outwards from the inside. Something or many things were trapped in there. Move now, Tantik ordered. The group scrambled over the final section of the wreckage just as the cargo door burst open behind them. A swarm of infected spilled onto the tracks. Muhammad used his fire extinguisher again, spraying blindly behind the group to slow visibility while everybody sprinted down the tracks. The chase lasted nearly half a mile. Eventually, the infected lost sight of them among abandoned rail maintenance buildings. The group inside one of the structures gasping for breath. Nobody had been bitten, but everybody understood something important now. The infected weren't just obstacles anymore. In large numbers, they became disasters. That night, the group camped inside the rail building using tents for insulation against the cold concrete floor. Before sleeping, Juan Franco recovered two of his arrows. Only a few remained.
Oh,
Okay.
this is very interesting.
I think Mohammed's having issues because like I saw him jumped in and he jumped out. So looks like he might be having some signal issues. Let me see. Is did he might he have messaged something in the WhatsApp?
Mohammed dead. Thank.
Well, not yet. Let's not count him out yet because like he's kind of just jumping in and out of the call. Damn it! Like he is not dead. He's not dead. I won't accept he's dead. Damn it! God damn it! We're gonna carry his carcass with us. Okay, so we're in a like so this is the rail building, right? An abandoned rail maintenance building, right? Um, So, okay. So, end of day status. Supplies gained before departure, water, food, batteries, light supply. One Franco additionally gained bow and arrows. Group status, everyone alive, no injuries. Group nearly avoided a massive horde. Quiet weapons now considered extremely valuable. Fire extinguisher once again proved useful for escape. Emerging concerns, the farther north the group travels, the larger the hordes seem to become. Interesting. So it seems like it gets more difficult as we go more closer to the safe zone because looks like there's more hordes of infected clumped together now. Okay, so since we're in this rail maintenance building, do you think there's something that we could grab with us? Or like realistically speaking, right? Because like, this is not something that would have food. I don't know about tools because at this point we've got a lot of tools with us. Um, oh, dang it. I know I forgot something. A baseball bat. Like
Yes,
at the
that's right.
house, there should have been a baseball bat. Ah, damn it. All right.
Yes. Or
Oh well.
or a club.
Or golf club, yes.
Yeah.
But oh well. Um, so let's see. So we're at the rail maintenance. I don't know what else that we could grab from there. Um, the only thing I could think of is like possibly being able to use quote unquote communication device at the rail maintenance before, or at least listening on their radio or something like that to see if there's something. Because I'm
Yes.
because
S-
I imagine
mm,
there will be communication, but outside of that, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yes, that's right. Maybe the TV is still be working. I'm not sure.
Maybe the what is still working?
The TV.
The TV? Oh, yeah. Got it. Okay. So let's see. Any thoughts on your end there, Juan Franco?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know.
Hmm. All right. So let's say that we got ourselves a TV, right? Um, so in terms of the information, nothing really changed. But for here, it's just like, okay, um, before setting off and leaving the abandoned rail maintenance building. Oh, working television
Working.
was found, and the group was able to watch for the news. The following below is the information table of the group's supplies. Please tell us what happened on day 6. Okay, you guys ready? Is there anything else that we might want to add in or
I
welcome
think
back,
a
Mohammed?
Yes,
survivor.
I'm having a bit of an issue with my connection, my network.
I kind of figured.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So, asking about what we could do at the abandoned rail building, and Ime mentioned that, oh, a working TV. So that's what we're gonna go with. So we found a working TV. Dum dum dum.
Mm.
Anybody want to read day 6?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The abandoned rail maintenance building was colder than expected during the night. Wind howled through broken windows, rattling loose metal signs outside. Most of the group slept slightly. Around dawn, Ime noticed near the something unusual near the office section of the building. of the building. Power, weak power, but still active. After tracing tension cords and checking a backup generator behind the structure, she managed to restore electricity to part part of the office. Flickering fluorescent fluorescent lights buzzed overhead for the first time in what was likely weeks. And then they found it, a small television. Static static filled the screen at first, but after adjusting the antenna and reconnecting loose wiring, the image stabilized
Let me scroll up.
yeah,
Oop. Here we go.
just just enough for the group to watch an emergency news broadcast. The footage was chaotic. Military checkpoints overrun, helicopters evacuating civilians, entire sections of major cities burning. A tired-looking reporter appeared briefly before the signal cut in and out. Authorities continued directing survivors towards northern quarantine safe zones. Avoid major highways. Infection spreads through bites and contaminated blood. Then the screen flickered again. A military officer a military officer replaced the reporter. This is a federal emergency transmission. Refugee refugee processing remains active at safe zone Echo approximately 70 miles north of your current position. The room fell silent. The safe zone was real.
Okay. And then let me go a little bit more. There you go. More
More
importantly.
importantly, it was closer than they thought. But the broadcast ended with one final warning. Large infected migrations have been observed moving away from urban centers. Survivors are survivors are advised to avoid open roads and travel quietly. Then the signal died completely. Nobody nobody spoke for several seconds. Finally, Mohammed broke the silence. So the zombies are migrating now too. So the zombies are migrating now too. Nobody had nobody had an answer. The group spent the morning reorganizing supplies and planning a new route northward. Instead of following roads, they decided to travel through industrial back routes and
In wooded areas.
wooded areas whenever possible. Before leaving, Ime salvaged salvaged useful components from the generator setup, extension cables, spare wiring, portable portable charging adapters. Meanwhile, Juan Franco practiced with the bow with the bow outside, slowly improving his accuracy against rusted metal signs. Then Tick focused on moral. The broadcast had helped, but it had also frightened everyone. Knowing the safe zone exist Knowing the safe zone existed made survival feel possible, which also made failure feel more terrifying. By midday, The group reached an industrial district filled with warehouses and shipping yards. At first, at first the area appeared abandoned. Then they heard it.
Okay, not groaning.
Not groaning, not screaming. Music, faint music echoed from somewhere deep within the warehouse district. The group exchanged nervous looks. Living people or a trap. Cautiously, they approached the sound until they spotted lights inside a fenced shipping depot. Armed survivors stood Armed survivors stood guard near a fire barrel. A survivor came. The guards immediately raised weapons. I can't see that this part quite. Okay.
Okay. When?
The guards immediately raised weapons when they saw the group approaching. Stop right there. Then take slowly step forward with empty hands visible. We're heading north, he explained calmly. We don't want trouble. The guards hesitated. Then after a tense minute, they allowed the group inside the depot temporarily. The camp was rough but organized. About 20 survivors, makeshift barricades, cooking fires, sleeping areas built from shipping containers. The group learned several important things.
Let me move it
The
up a little
North,
bit.
yeah,
Okay, there you go. The group learned several
uh,
things. There you go.
the northern roads, the northern roads were becoming flooded with infected. Some safe zone, zones have, some safe zones had already fallen, and bandit groups had begun targeting refugee travelers. One survivor quietly warned Mohammed, "The dead, the dead aren't always the worst thing out there anymore." Despite the tension, the camp traded with the group fairly. In exchange for spare batteries and technical help from Ime repairing a generator, the survivors provided fresh cooked food, clean water, and updated maps. For the first time in days, the group sat around a real fire with other living people. It almost felt human again. But late that night, distant gunshots echoed somewhere beyond the warehouses.
Let me move it up.
Yeah. The
Okay.
entire the entire camp went silent. Everyone knew something out there was getting closer.
Okay. So end of day six status. Important discoveries. Safe zone echo confirmed active. Echo means E, right? So Alpha, Bravo, whatever, Data, Delta, Echo. I forget what those, but it's like those are your ABCs, right? So like safe zone echo, confirmed active. Estimated distance remaining 70 miles. Infected migration increasing. Human threats becoming more common. Group actions. Email repaired power systems and gained useful electrical components. Juan Franco improved skill with bow. Tan Tik negotiate peacefully with survivor camp. And Mohammed gathered information from survivors. Group status, everyone alive, morale improved by contact with other survivors. Anxiety increased after hearing gunshots nearby. Emerging concern, the journey north is no longer just about surviving zombies. Now the group must decide which living people can still be trusted.
Mhm.
Oh man, this is getting real good.
No, it's getting good. Yeah.
Okay, so we did not use any food. We traded, um, let's see, what was it again? The trade was fair trade. We're heading north, blah, blah. Oh, um, in exchange for spare batteries and technical help from Ime, the okay. So we gave them some spare batteries and Ime helped them with their generator. So we
The
got food and
generator.
clean waters out of it with a map.
Yes.
So I would say that in terms of our thing here, that means we all have at least one less battery, right? So we traded batteries. So 2, 3, 2, 3. But other than that, no loss of water or food because we ate their food and water. So
Yep.
we are good to go at least. We have enough energy to keep on going. Um, so I don't know if there's anything else we can gain from the survivor group because we already did the story itself told that we did the exchange. So
Yes.
in this case, I guess we just move forward.
Let's move forward.
Okay. So to in day 6, it was mentioned that our group exchanged spare batteries and emails engineering support for food and water. So this is reflected in the information table of our supplies below. Please continue with the story for day 7. Okay, everyone ready? Here we
Yep.
go. The convoy. Oh, okay. So what is this? The convoy.
Convoy.
Who would like to read this one?
If there isn't anyone, I can go again. Or
Okay. You can go again then.
okay. Day 7. The convoy. The survivor camp inside the sleeping depot woke before sunrise. Nobody needed alarms anymore. The distant gunshots from a previous night had left everyone uneasy, and conversations around the morning fires were quieter than before. Before leaving, thanked the camp leaders for their help. In return, one of the older one of the older survivors handed him a final warning: avoid the interstate. A refugee convoy disappeared there 3 days ago. The group the group adjusted their route again, choosing to travel north through smaller service roads and industrial side streets. The morning passed quietly, too quietly. By afternoon, the group reached an elevated roadway overlooking part of the interstate below.
Okay. Oop. There you go.
And then they saw it, a convoy, or what used to be one, military trucks, civilian vans, buses, all stopped dead along the all stopped dead along the highway. Smoke still drifted from some vehicles. Bodies littered the roadway. The entire convoy had been destroyed. Nobody moved for several seconds. Even from a distance, the scene felt wrong. There were almost no there were almost no infected visible. Just
Just silence.
just silence. One Franco quietly lowered the bow he'd been carrying. What happened here? Nobody answered. Then Mohammed spotted movement inside one of the buses. A hand slammed weakly against the glass. A survivor. Against their better judgment, the group moved closer. The survivor was a teenage girl trapped inside the bus restroom. She was dehydrated. She was dehydrated, terrified, and alone, but uninfected. But uninfected. According to her, the convoy had been attacked two nights earlier, not by zombies, by armed raiders.
Okay. Oops. Okay. There you go.
The convoy had been panicked during the attack, drawing nearby infected into the chaos. Most people were killed. Most people were killed in the crossfire or overwhelmed afterward. The girl had the girl had hidden and survived unnoticed. The group faced a difficult decision: take her along or leave her behind. Ime immediately argued they couldn't abandon her. Mohammed agreed. Tantik hesitated only briefly before deciding. She comes with us. She comes with us. The group shared food and water with the exhausted survivor before helping her out of the wreckage. But the rescue had made noise. Far down the interstate, infected were beginning to emerge between abandoned vehicles. Between abandoned vehicles.
Yep. And then worse.
Uh, I think you can you scroll
Yeah.
up vehicles. Yes, worse. Worse. Mohammed noticed fresh tire tracks nearby. Raiders might still be in the area. The group moved quickly up the highway, escorting, escorting, es- escorting the girl into nearby wooded terrain, wooded
Terrain.
terrain,
Yep.
terrain. Okay, before sunset. As the as darkness fell, they set up camp deep within the trees, using the tents for concealment rather than comfort. The teenage survivor finally introduced herself quietly beside the campfire. Eva. She explained that the convoy had been heading towards safe zone Echo 2 before sleeping. Eva revealed one final piece of information.
Let me scroll it up. Okay, there you go.
The raiders were following refugee routes north. They know people are they know people are trying to reach the safe zone. The fire crackled softly. Nobody slept easily after that.
Don't. Oh man. Oh man. So we picked up a new person. Okay.
Yep.
End of day 7 status. Major events. Group discovered destroyed refugee convoy. Raiders confirmed operating in the region. New survivor rescued Ava. Interstate routes now considered extremely dangerous. Some shared food and water given to Ava, ammunition and arrows conserved, battery becoming increasingly valuable. Everyone alive, morale mixed, hope from saving someone, fear after witnessing convoy destruction. The group is no longer just trying to avoid danger. Now danger may actively be hunting travelers.
Yep.
So this is what this means. Now we need to include Ava as part of the crew. Ava, survivor.
Survivor.
All right. So let's see. We need to organize all the stuff. So we're carrying a lot of things already. We'll need to have Ava help carry some of the stuff for us.
Yes,
Also
and
too,
we also had given some food to her, right?
yep. So let's say that like A was taken from me. So right there, that would mean 3 of this and 2 of this left, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I can carry still +1. Juan Franco is carrying a lot. He needs to offload. Um,
Yeah.
and then the same thing with you and Ime as well. You're carrying a lot. One thing I can say is that um, we can have Ava carry something like communication device or um, maybe give her something for protective gear or tool or weapon, maybe or um, hmm. What do you guys want to give Ava to carry? What do you guys think?
Oh, I don't really mind if I could give like some batteries.
Okay.
Uh,
So how many, like one battery, two battery, all
one
three,
battery, one battery, and one uh tools. Yeah, one
and
tool.
and one tool?
Yeah.
Juan Franco and Ime, how about you? What do you think you want to like hand over to Ava to help carry?
Hmm. Uh, what are available?
Well, for you, like it's all this stuff. So what are things that you want to like transfer over for her to carry?
Uh, the communication.
Okay, that sounds good. How about you, Juan Franco? Are you there?
She doesn't have any food, so you can take one from mine and give it to her.
Okay. Hey, Juan Franco, are you still there? Or did you get busy? I think you got busy.
I think he got busy too.
Okay. Um, would we want to wait for him to make a decision, or should we decide amongst ourselves what kind of things he could offload onto her? Because,
Yes, we should do that because we don't know when he's gonna be back.
yeah, because -11, he's carrying a lot.
A lot, yeah.
I'll do this, right? So let's take the tent out and let her carry it. So at least it's less for him to carry.
I think that's enough because she might be tired.
Well, she has enough for 8 stuff to carry. I mean, we're still going to be overloaded nonetheless, anyways, right? So, um, like in total, we're carrying in terms of what's how much extra? Um, -6 extra,
Mhm.
+6 in terms of items. So it's not bad to at least at the same time too. This is smart what we're doing because she only has one tool, one light slash battery, one tent, and one communication. If she ends up running away with all this stuff, we're still fine. Let's say like she's not
Yeah.
someone you can trust, right? Um, but if she is someone that we can trust, then this is not that bad. She at least has food to help her survive. So even if she ran away, at least she just has one food and she'll be okay, just assuming that we're not mean. Um,
That's right.
but outside of that though, yeah, this is it's getting interesting now because um, you know, how do we ration things out so that we don't carry too much and help her and have her help with the burden. Um, so I think overall this should be like to your point, I think this would be good.
Yep.
Okay. So let's mention that we organized our supplies to have um, Ava help carry some of the load. So that's what we'll say. Be reflected in the information table below. Please tell us what will happen in on day 8. Okay. Is everyone ready? Here we go. Let's see what happens. The Watchtower. Ooh, interesting title.
Mhm.
Okay. Anybody want to read this? And if not, then like I'll take a crack at reading it.
You can go. Maybe the others
Yep.
are a little busy.
Yep. All right, here we go. Day 8, the Watchtower. The forest camp remained quiet through most of the night. Too quiet. Even the insects seemed absent. The group rotated the group rotated watch shifts carefully, unwilling to risk another surprise after discovering the destroyed convoy. Ava barely slept at all. Every distant sound made her flinch. Just before sunrise, Mohammed spotted smoke rising through the trees several miles north. Not wildfire smoke, controlled smoke, a signal. The group debated whether to investigate or avoid it entirely. We need information, Tantik decided, but carefully. Travel through the woods was slow. Fallen branches snapped underfoot, and thick brush forced the group to move single file. Around midday, the survivors finally reached the source of the smoke. An old forest ranger watchtower built on a rocky hill. Okay, interesting. The tower overlooked miles of wilderness and highway below. At first glance, it appeared abandoned, but fresh footsteps around the base. Raiders? Survivors? Nobody knew. Ame quietly inspected the structure and noticed something important. Solar panels mounted along one side of the tower. Um, Give me a second. Do I have this thing here somewhere? Did I leave it in the car? I think I left it in the car. Or maybe I did. Okay. All right. Our, she whispered. That alone made the place valuable. The group entered cautiously. Inside, they found signs someone had recently stayed there. Canned food wrappers, spent shell casings, handwritten maps, but no people. Then Juan Franco discovered a radio logbook upstairs. Most entries described infected movements across the region. One entry only 2 days earlier read, large horde migrating east, avoid valley roads. Another mentioned unknown armed group targeting refugee trails along Route 17. While the others searched the tower, Ava suddenly froze near the window overlooking the forest. Movement below. Three armed figures were approaching the hill. Humans. The group immediately extinguished lights and ducked out of sight. The strangers slowly circled the base of the tower, rifles visible across their backs. One of them spoke loudly enough for the group to hear. Tracks are fresh. They're close. Raiders. Inside the tower, tension became unbearable. Nobody moved. Nobody breathed loudly. Mohammed gripped the fire extinguisher tightly while Juan Franco quietly prepared an arrow. Then a distant scream echoed through the forest. Not human, zombie. The raiders instantly turned towards the sound below the hill. More infected noises followed. Apparently, the armed group had unknowingly attracted a wandering cluster of infected while tracking survivors. The movement of the raiders became distracted. I'm sorry. The moment the raiders became distracted, Tantik whispered, "Now." The group silently escaped down the opposite side of the hill while the sounds of gunfire erupted behind them. Several shots echoed across the forest, then many more. The infected had found the raiders. The survivors traveled until after sunset before finally stopping near a narrow creek hidden beneath dense trees. Everyone was exhausted, but alive. Before sleeping, Ava quietly asked Tantik, Do you think the safe zone is actually safe? Tantik stared into the darkness for several seconds before answering. I think it's the best chance we've got. For the first time, he didn't sound completely certain. Dum dum dum. Yo, the chase is on.
Hmm.
All right. So, end of day 8 status. Major discoveries. Ranger Watchtower had recent survivor activity. Confirmed reports of large migrating hordes. Raiders actively tracking refugee routes. Solar-powered location becoming extremely valuable. Major events. Group narrowly avoided armed raiders. Raiders were attacked by infected after revealing their position. Group escaped undetected. Everyone alive. Physical exhaustion increasing. Psychological stress worsening. Ava slowly beginning to trust the group. The safe zone may still exist, but whatever is happening outside its walls is growing larger and more organized every day. This is getting more exciting.
More exciting.
From the sound of it, we didn't use any supplies.
No,
And I think everything is still good.
so far,
So
so good.
let's see. So there's a hidden creek behind dense trees. Any thoughts on what we could do here?
Hmm.
Right? So let's see. The survivors traveled until after sunset before finally stopping near a narrow creek hidden beneath dense trees, right? So what does everybody think about this one? Like, is there something that we might want to consider? Or is it just something where we just stop by and we just got to get going?
We just have to get going because there's there aren't we don't have any problems so far. So
Yeah.
let's go.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's see. I was thinking since like Juan Franco and I have a hatchet, we could chop some wood, but then like I'm not really sure what we would do with the wood. It would just be more burden load, which I don't think that would be a good thing.
Well, maybe we could use this wood to like to make the fire if there are coldness.
Well, because like making a fire um would signal our position because if people see smoke and or firelight, then they will know where we are. So zombies will know where we are, or the armed raiders will know where we are. So it's one of those things where like you want to stay hidden.
Okay.
Yep. So the only thing I can think about for wood it would be like like chopping like a piece of wood to be like a stick for Ava to use as a weapon. But that's the only thing I can think of. Because Ime still has her crowbar and a hammer. Juan Franco has a hammer, a hatchet, and a bow and arrow. Um, you have your fire extinguisher. I have a hatchet.
Yep.
So I think we might want to give Ava something.
Something to defend yourself
Yeah.
in case of an emergency.
So let's say that, right? So first off, let's copy this. All right.
Yep.
Before leaving the hidden creek behind the dense trees, right? Is that what it was said? behind dense trees. Hidden beneath. Okay. Hidden. The creek hidden beneath. Okay. Will be reflected in the information table below as a tool, weapon, protective gear. Please continue with the story for day 9. Oh, actually, that just means I need to go back here. I need to give her another tool slash
Yep.
thing. So there we go. Here we go. And let's give this a try.
See.
We're almost there, folks. The flooded town. Okay. So for day 9, anybody want to read this one?
Mm, Okay. Can I?
Okay, go ahead.
Day 9. The flooded town. Morning fog clung heavily to the creekside camp as the group prepared to move again. The forest around them was damp and silent except for the sound of flowing water nearby. Before leaving, Tantic used his hatchet to trim and sharpen a thick branch into defensive staff forever.
Oh, okay. I like that.
It's not perfect, he told her, handing it over, but it gives you reach. Don't swing wildly. Push first. Ever nodded seriously. The gesture noticeably changed the atmosphere within the group. Eva no longer looked like someone merely being protected. She looked like part of the team. The survivors continued northward through dense woodland until the trees finally opened near midday.
Okay, and then there you go, ahead.
Ahead of them sat a partially flooded town. Heavy rains from earlier in the week had caused the nearby river to overflow, leaving streets submerged beneath murky water. Cars cars sat abandoned at strange angles, and storefronts reflected dimly dimly across the flooded roads. Traveling around the town would cost nearly a full day. Traveling through it was dangerous. The group decided to move carefully through the shallowest sections while avoiding unnecessary noise. At first, the flooded streets actually worked in their favor. Favor. Fewer infected were visible. Sounds were muffled, and open visibility helped spot threats early. But water created new problems.
Okay, let me move it
Movement,
up.
yep.
Okay, here you go.
Movement became exhausting. Supplies grew heavier, and visibility beneath the water was terrible. While crossing near a flooded convenience store, Mohammed suddenly stopped. Something brushed against, something brushed against his leg underwater. Everyone froze. A moment later, a submerged infected no rose from the murky water beside a parked car, lunging blindly. Eva reached instinctively, jamming the wood, jamming the wood. Okay, I
The
can
wooden
see.
staff.
Jamming the wooden staff into the infected's chest hard enough to shove it backward into the water. The distraction gave Tantic to time to finish it safely with the hatchet. The encounter lasted seconds, but it changed everything. The group realized the flood waters were hiding infected beneath the surface.
Oh my dang. Okay. Let me go like this. All right, there you go.
Okay, from then on, every step felt dangerous. Several blocks later, the survivors reached the town's small police station, which sat on slightly higher ground above the flooding. Inside, they found emergency bottled water, preserved food rations, road flares, and a battery-powered emergency radio. More importantly, they found a functioning town map. Email,
There you go.
spread, yep. Email spread the map across the desk while one fragment kept watch near the entrance. The safe zone was now much closer than anyone expected, maybe 2 days away. Hope spread through the group again. But then the emergency radio crackled unexpectedly. Static burst through the speaker.
Okay.
Static. Okay.
Yep, static. Yep.
Okay. Then a terrified voice. This is a this is refugee group Delta. We're trapped near the northern checkpoint. There are too many. Gunfire erupted over the transmission. Screaming followed. Then silence. Nobody moved. Even the rain outside seemed quieter. Afterward, Mohammed slowly looked toward the others. That sounded close. Before anyone could respond, a distant alarm began echoing somewhere outside town. One long metallic
Siren.
siren, okay, metallic siren,
All right, let me move it up.
okay. Then another. The sound rolled across the flooded streets, and from every direction came answering groans. The group rushed upstairs to the second floor windows. In the distance, shapes were beginning to emerge through the flooded roads. Dozens, maybe hundreds, drawn by the alarm, drawn toward the town. We leave right now, Tantic ordered immediately.
Okay.
Yep,
Give
immediately.
me a second.
This, the
There you go.
survivors abandoned the police station through the rear exit. and escaped toward the northern edge of town as the infected slowly converged behind them through the rising flood waters. Night fell as the group finally reached the hillside overlooking the valley beyond. Far in the distance, faint lights simmered against the dark horizon. Floodlights, walls, the safe zone. Nobody cared. They were too exhausted to they were too exhausted for that. But for the first but for the first time since leaving the danger zone, they could actually see the end of the journey. So we are
Okay, so
approaching the end.
yeah, so end of day 9 status, major
Yeah.
event. Ava successfully defended herself during an infected encounter. Floodwaters reviewed new hidden dangers. Group discovered emergency supplies and updated maps. Safe zone echo visually confirmed in the distance. Important discovery. Refugee group near the safe zone may still be under attack. Large hordes, large hordes appear to be converging towards populated areas. Group status, everyone alive. Exhaustion severe. Hope returning cautiously. Ava becoming more confident and capable. Emerging concern. The safe zone is close, but something large appears to be happening near its borders. You're out of messages with the most advanced with the most advanced free model. Responses will use less powerful model until your usage resets at 3 hours from now, right? Okay, cool. That's fine. So, based off of this, right? It's like, let's see, what did we get from the police station? Let's see. So, emergency bottled water, preserved food rations, road flares, and battery powered radio. So, let's see. That means we all get water. So, 4, 3, 3, 3, 1. We all get food. 3, 3, 4, 3, 2. Um, let's see. What was it again? There was road flares. I guess that's a tool, and then battery powered emergency radio. So let's see, road flare. Well, let's have Ava carry extra stuff. So let's let's go like that, and and this. There we go. So we're all overloaded. But I think this might be a little bit too much since like from the looks of things, I think uh having too much stuff on us is weighing us down. So since we're getting close to to the safe zone, do you think it would be a good idea just for all of us to eat and drink?
Eat and drink or to try to get rid of some stuff.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
So all the stuff that we found, we're eating it and drinking it. So 3, 2, 2, 2, 0,
Oh,
2, 2, 3, 2, 1. And so at least we have less stuff, but we still have an overload of stuff.
yep.
Um, let's see.
And we cannot waste it either.
Yeah. Well, it's fine because like at least we have less stuff to carry.
Yep.
And that'll just be it. Okay. Okay. Before the start of day 10, our group consumed the water our group members each consumed one water and one food that was found at the police station. So no loss or gain in terms of water and food. Information table should reflect the additional battery powered radio and road flares. Tool, both to be held by Ava. Oop. Below. Okay. Please tell us what happened on day 10. Hopefully the last day. Okay. The last smile. Juan Franco, you want to read this part?
Unmute yourself.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, day 10, the last mile. The morning of day 10 did not feel like a victory. It felt like the calm before something either ending or collapsing from the higher side. The group called clearly, see it now. Safe zone echo. Massive concrete walls surrounded the perimeter. Watchtowers lined the edge. Floodlights swept slowly across the other fields like searching eyes that never slept. And behind the walls, movement. Not just in fact. The smoke columns rose from the far side of the safe zone. Distant explosion echoed faintly on the wind. Something was happening inside or just behind it. Tantik studies the sides of the silence. Oh, we don't stop now, he said finally, no matter what that is.
Okay, so
Thank you. The approach as the movie down from the hillside, the terrain shifted from wilderness
yep.
into controlled military land. Abandoned checkpoints, overturned barricades, burned of refuge vehicles. The closer they go, the more signs of recent chaos apparent. Juan Franco noticed something disturbing. The infected bodies here were fresh, meaning the perimeter was still behind breached. Eva carried the battery-powered radio title in one hand and the road flares in the other. She occasionally scanned the sky nervously, if expecting something to drop from it. Amy kept checking structural weakness in the roadside fencing. Nothing worth the group could slip through if needed. Mohammed stayed closer to the rear, watching for movement in the field behind the nobody spoke much. There was no need.
First
First,
contact. Ooh.
first contact. All the way to the other checkpoint road, the group encountered their first obstacle, a collapsed convoy barricade blocking the main access route, and behind it, sound shuffling, dozens unaffected traffic between wreckage and fencing. They had not noticed the group yet. Quiet path, Tantin whispered immediately, no fighting only is necessary. The group carefully climbed over the bridge using overturned vehicles and stepping points, but then a flare ignition in the distance. Red lights flowed across the field. Eva had activity on the road floor's accident while adjusting her grip. Waiting seconds, everything changed. In fact, turned all of them toward the light. Run, Mohammed shouted. Final chess.
Let me scroll that up. Okay.
Thank you. What followed was the fast movement the group had ever made. Eva threw a second flare forward deliberately, this time creating a shifting red trail leading away from the group's actual path. The infected followed the light in test of the survivors. Juan Franco used the bomb only once, feeding into a single infect that broke from the main group. Ime helped guide and everyone through a broken maintenance gate in the fencing system. Prying the open just enough with her hammer and crowbar. Tantic was the last stroke. He held the gate long enough for everyone else to pass before slipping through himself. He heightened the infected lightment into the barrier, drawn fully toward the fighting flares in the distance.
Okay.
Okay, the gate. The final checkpoint was just ahead. Armed guards shooting from behind reinforced barriers. Stop! Identify yourselves for a moment. Everything froze. Years, days, hours of survival came down to this moment. Tanting stepped forward. His voice was hoarse but steady. We're survivors for the South collapse. Wait me made in from the danger zone. The guards hesitate. The scanned group. Exhaust, injured side from trouble, but unbeaten, unaffected. A long silence followed. Then the gate began to open, slowly.
Ooh, we're getting to the end.
Yeah. Safe zone entry. The group crossed the threshold into safe zone eco inside. Medical tents lined the streets. Armed patrols controlled movement. Survivors sat in organized clusters. Generals humid constantly. Eva lowered the radio light. Almost sleeping, Mohammed exhaled for the what felt like the first time in days. Juan Franco immediately assisted medical staff with triage. Amy studied the infrastructure like an engineering train and living system, and Tantic simply looked back at the closed gate.
Okay. Outcome. All survivors successfully reached safe zone Echo. Everyone alive. Minor fatigue and stress injuries. No infections or bites. Key achievements. Survive urban collapse, tunnel floods, raids, and infected migration. Successfully avoided raider conflict. Reached safe zone during active regional crisis. Final note. As the gate finally closed behind them, distant explosions still echoed outside the walls. Echo zone or safe zone echo was not peace, it was containment. And as the group stood inside for the first time, they all understood the same quiet truth. They had survived the journey, but the world outside was still changing.
Yeah. Thank.
Oh man.
And for example, I have one question. For
Yep.
example, the dead all humans, the survivor zombies
Yep.
is,
Okay.
and what it is zombies?
The infected are the zombies,
Yes, but not it.
but not what?
Not it. No,
Not not it.
eat the food.
They eat live humans.
Yes, but in the moment the not exist humans.
Oh, if you're so you're talking about the whole 28 days later thing.
Yeah.
So so there's a movie called 28 Days or 28 Days Later. I forget what it was, but the idea to that movie is that for humans can't survive without uh food for 28 days or like after 28 days. So
Mm,
that means if a human was to starve themselves, at best they can last for 28 days, assuming that they drink water, because you can't survive without water for 3 days, right?
mhm.
So the whole idea to this is after 28 days, supposedly the zombies would collapse and die because they have no energy to be able to survive because they didn't eat anything, right?
Mm,
That's kind of the idea. So if you want to go under that premise, then that's how you would think of it. Otherwise, you could think of zombie as like a literal undead being that will never die, but can just break apart into pieces. So you could
mm,
maybe consider it like that. But more realistically speaking, like, a person that would be bitten by a supposed virus that would make them infected like a zombie. And even then, too, they would be considered alive. So in order for them to sustain themselves, they have like 28 days in which they need to eat food within that time frame.
oh,
Does that
it's very
help?
interesting. Yes,
Yeah.
it's very interesting.
Any other thoughts or questions?
Mm, I don't think so. Uh,
Does it make you think differently about survival in terms of this type of apocalypse?
uh, yes, in some ways, yes, but this is an adventure, and when um, we find ourselves in this kind of situation, there are too many things that can happen. So
Hmm.
we have to be prepared for it and try to figure out things as we go along the journey.
That's a good lesson learned right there, right? Preparation is key.
Yeah, you have to
Nice.
be mentally prepared and physically fit to face these kind of challenges.
Yeah. Because there's also the idea of notice how a lot of this is more about survival skills
Yeah.
rather than your fighting skills,
Yes. Yes.
right? So like you can fight the good fight all you want, but fighting takes a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
what's best for energy consumption because you're limited on like what you can have you know, for food and water, right? Which is the thing that fuels your body to help you um, survive. So when you're in survival mode, you know, that's why it's more important to, if you like, don't fight unless necessary, right? That was one of the things that was constantly repeated. Um, so this is a completely different type of situation compared to like action movies where like bang, 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 kick, 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 punch, punch, punch.
It's very interesting.
Right? So this is more like being on the go and just being able to walk and trek through. Um, this feels like some of the things I would do when I go hiking around, because I would be going around areas that's like, I mean, like when you're hiking in the middle of the woods, it's basically deserted. It's like p places that most people wouldn't go through. Um, so it's good that this is pointed out because most people would choose usually the main road because that's socially what you would do, right? You'd want to be in an area where you see other people so that other people can help you. But in this kind of case, you know, either you would run into zombies because those are populated area, so the zombies would want to be there, or number two, armed raiders would want to pick you off and use you and even kill you off so that they can have supplies of their own, right? Um, so those type of populated roads would not be a good way to survive. You'd actually cause more trouble for yourself. Um, so I noticed how like they incorporated a lot of like um, updated maps, um, having routes that are, either through the woodlands or just through very small back roads, things of that nature, right? Notice how they mentioned things like that. They mentioned things like abandoned buildings, especially like the abandoned auto repair garage where it could manually lock itself, which is good because like that means you're able to open it and close it. But once you're inside, you can lock it yourself and you see it, you can stay shut inside. Um, Places like that tend to be relatively safe because it's a very um, kind of like tougher exterior with either concrete or metal to help protect you, right? So if anything was to happen, well, you could just stay inside there and hope like so long as you stay inside there and stay quiet, then like nobody bothers. Nobody would really think much to try to go there. And if you properly lock down the place, then people will think like, oh, this was just locked down, you can't get inside, and they will just move on, right? If it was a survivor. Or if it was the zombie, well, they wouldn't even look that way anyways because there was no signal or whatever for them to think that there's humans inside. So it would be things like that that would be generally safe to stay in versus a house with a two-story house. That would be a little bit unrealistic because you want to make sure that all the lights are off. Um, if that neighborhood was literally abandoned, then maybe it's okay to stay in there. Um, but generally, you wouldn't want to stay in a house because most houses have windows, have lots of openings, and all it takes is just for one false step and all the zombies will come, right? Um, so there are interesting things to think about when it comes to a zombie apocalypse. Uh, that one of the most difficult things in this is trust. Do you trust? Who can you trust, right? Because it's just as easy for someone just to turn their backs on you and then that's it. You're zombie food. And they get to run away with all the supplies, right? So hence why like when it came to the decision making of what to offload onto Ava, you know, some of those decisions was like, okay, you just give her one food, but that's it. And then so that at least you gave her a little like it shows that we kind of trust her, but not really. And we just offloaded all the other non-essentials. Or not necessarily non-essentials, but just like other heavily weighted or heavily or at least point weighted stuff, like the tent and like a communicator.
Yes.
So, like I think as a group, we made some good decisions on like how to inventory our stuff. Came up with good ideas for things that we would have came upon and what to bring with us, right? Um, I like one Frankel's thing with the bow and arrow. Very smart. Um, but yeah, like I think this was pretty interesting. This became more of a reading game, but that's fine because uh, I think it worked out better this way to me.
Yeah. Yep.
Um,
It was good.
this will segue to next weekend's meeting, which is a reading type meeting. The idea I have for this is it's an adventure story where you don't read the story page by page. You read it, and then at the bottom of the page will say, go to page this. And sometimes it will have a thing where like um, if you want this if you want to choose this option, read page this. If you want to choose the other option, read page this, right? So then you get to decide your destiny, what happens in the story, right? So it's it's called a choose your own adventure story. So that's what I have um, prepared for the next weekend's meeting. Um, I have a couple, or I at least have one story, but just in case, I might prepare like a couple of material in case one story isn't enough. But yeah, overall this was kind of fun.
Indeed, it was.
Yeah. So I think I want to try something like this. The only problem with this is the setup. So I think what I would want to do next time around, if we were to do something like this again, would be to have everyone be prepared beforehand and be like, okay, what do you want to bring with you and what is your role, right? So it might not be necessarily a zombie apocalypse. Maybe it might be a different type of scenario, who knows? But I think it would be the same idea. Plus, also too, I think 10 days was too long. So maybe something that would be less, um, unless we have more participant, then I'll just add more days or more things to it for more sections for people to read. But uh, I like this format overall. What do you guys think? Do you guys like this format too?
Yes, this was really good. I think it can be even more fun when there are too many people, you
Yes.
know, because that way there can be uh much more interactions, and that's what we're here for. So yeah.
Yeah. We had a good deal of people jump in, and I think it's just because the setup just took too long, and then it just kind of led people just to well, n- overall too, this meeting's almost 4 hours long. I don't think people would have stayed this long anyways. So
No.
it would be something where one probably might not make it quote unquote 10 days worth of reading. Um, And number two, have something prepared in advance for the setup so that we just get things set up and then we just go right away.
Okay.
Okay, so thank you everybody for joining the call. This was a rather long session, so got some good feedback on as to what to do next time with this kind of format. Having ChatGPT be our like moderator in terms of this D&D-esque type of game. So hopefully we'll be able to use this format again to help people to talk amongst each other a little bit more. But also too, another lessons learned is to have people come more prepared. So I'll have ideally what I'll do is I'll have something for people to fill in or at least think about so that when they come to the meeting that we could just fill in the blanks fast and have this game set up done quickly. But otherwise, uh, next meeting, I think I mentioned this a little bit ago, where we're going to do something called a choose your adventure reading. So hopefully this will be a little bit more fun, with more choice or decision making. So until then, take care. Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, and then click.
Bye.
Words collide like fiddles hum, every accent's welcome some. Round the table, dreams are shared, across the world and love is aired. At the International English Cafe, talk your troubles right away, sip your tea, let stories play. At the International English Cafe, we don't need no passport stamp, just a cozy quarter lamp. Face to face we find the way, in a little cafe day after day. Maps and charts might trace the globe, but here we spin our own wardrobe. Patchwork lives with thread we weave, stories told when you believe. At the International English Cafe, words align like fiddles hum. At the International English Cafe, words collide like fiddles hum, every accent's welcome some. Round a table, dreams are shared, across the world and love is aired. Our love is aired, across the world and love is aired. Across the world and love is aired. English Cafe, we don't need no passport stamp, just a cozy quarter lamp. Face to face we find the way, in a little cafe day after day. Maps and charts might trace the globe, but here we spin our own wardrobe. Here's your face, we find the way, in a little cafe day after day after day. Maps and charts might trace the globe, but here we spin our own wardrobe. But here we spin our own wardrobe. But here we spin our own wardrobe. Patchwork little cafe day. Hey, accent charts might trace the globe. We don't need no passport stamp, just a cozy corner lamp. Face to face we find the way, in a little cafe day after day. Maps and charts might trace the globe, but here we spin our own wardrobe. But here we spin our own wardrobe. Patchwork lives with thread we weave, stories told when you believe. Italy.
Okay,
I will go for the scout.
you will go for the scout. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go with that.
How about Juan, Mehmet, and Mohammed?
What do you guys think?
Okay, I can have whatever my role.
You want
Okay,
whatever?
engineer,
Okay.
engineer. Okay.
So like I'll wait for what the others decide then.
I choose inventory.
You choose the what?
Inventory.
Inventory?
Inventory which player can all up to 20 points.
Oh no. The
Ah,
inventory
roll.
is like how much you can
Roll,
hold.
yes. Maybe
So it's basically scout,
scout or medic.
engineer, medic, which is like
Medic.
the medical person, right? Survivor, and then leader.
Medic.
Medic, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Mohammed, how about you?
I don't really have a choice. I'd go with survivor.
Survivor, okay.
Yeah.
And then let's see. Um, Matt, you want to be the engineer?
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then looks like I'll be the leader. Hopefully, I don't lead you guys to your death.
But actually, I don't know how I can play this game.
Oh, your role just gives you particular attributes in the game, which the chat GPT will figure that stuff out. You don't actually have to worry too much. Um, okay, so next part will be what items do you want to bring with you? And it can only be 20 points worth of items. So I have it so like it calculates out, right? So right now it's 0 points allotted, but as you start to add things in, right? So if I pick 4 waters, that means 8 points of it is allotted and I have 12 points left. So this thing does calculate out. So what do you guys think?
Hi, Francisco.
Hi, Francisco. Welcome to the call.
Thank you very much for having me.
Francisco, we're playing a game. It's basically this is a zombie apocalypse situation where everybody is together and we need to go from the danger zone to the safe zone. Um, we're having ChatGPT as our moderator. So the ChatGPT will moderate us through the game. Um, so what we need to do is first off is just to figure out what roles we're playing um, and what stuff you're going to bring with you. So since most of the roles have been taken off, that means everybody from Hensan will just be survivors. So this next part will just be like just choosing the items that you will bring with you. So you can bring 20 points worth of items, right? Each item is worth a particular amount of points. So water is 2 points, food is 2 points, medical supplies is 3 points, so on and so forth. So for example, I picked a tent, which is 4 points, and I have 16 points left. And I could just do like, let's see, maybe one of this, one of that, one of it. Oops, sorry. One of this. Oh, I have 4 points left. Wow, that's not going to be much. Maybe I do like that. Yeah, and I'll be 20 points worth of items. So what about everybody else? Do you guys have in mind what? Oh, actually, this is not supposed to be 3. This is supposed to be 1. Oh, okay. Now I have more stuff now. Um, oh, did you want to change up? Oh, okay, I see. You wanted one of this, two of that, one of that, one of that, one of that, and one of that. And then you got 4 points left. Oh, one communication? So you have 1 point left. Oh, two lights. So two lights, one water, two food, one medical, one tool, two lights, one tent, one communication. Oh, 20 points. Okay, great. Cool beans. Oh, I didn't actually realize. I can go like this. Three food. Okay, how about everybody else? Did you like you don't actually have to do the math right away. You can just start picking random things and then this will calculate for you and then you can change your mind back and forth.
Hmm.
So the idea to this will be like it will take about 10 days worth of time to try to get from the danger zone to the safe zone. So within 10 days worth of time, what kind of supplies do you think you would need or would want to bring with you?
Hmm.
Guys, what do you think? Juan, Mehmet, Mohammed, Francisco.
I am figuring out what to choose, what number to choose. Um,
Okay.
Two,
can I
one.
say it? Can I say it out loud or write it in the chat box?
Oh yeah, you can just write in the chat box just like Abby did.
Okay, sounds good.
Yep, that sounds fair.
For example, then I have one question.
Yep,
For example, give maybe 4 points and water. It's good.
4 points like on water. Okay,
The water is very important.
sure. I mean, you do need water to survive, so yes.
When you say 10 days, this is very important.
Yeah, because you can't really go. It's tough to go 3 days without water, right? So about three, like sufficient water would be needed.
Hmm.
Um, Also note that like throughout the game, like there are going to be different scenarios that ChatGPT will tell us. So one scenario could be that we end up at a supermarket that has all the food and water, and then we can just like, okay, we steal everything.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe we might get lucky, and maybe like there is no water from here to there, and we just die of thirst, right? So you never know.
And for example, other thing important is the tools.
The what?
Maybe tools, use the tools
Uh-huh.
you obtain the food, maybe.
Well, tools is just so like you can fix things, especially like if
Ah,
something
okay.
break along the way. So let's say like you have a tent and then it got really windy and your tent broke overnight,
Okay.
then you have the tools to fix it. So that's kind of like what that would be. Or let's say you have a communication device like a radio or a phone and then it broke. So now you have the tools to fix it.
I think the tools, for example, make the, I don't know, for example, you make fire use the tools, no?
Oh, yes. That would be
You
a
make
good one. Good thing. Yes.
Other thing. Water, food.
Hi, Ime. Welcome to the call.
Okay.
Let's see. So for Mohammed, you have 2 waters, 3 food.
you.
You got 3 points extra.
two.
How many points? How many points I have?
You went up to 23.
Okay. Okay.
Maximize only 20,
Uh,
right?
I'll take two foods, food two, water. Well, no, I'm not cutting back on water, but I don't know what to do here. Um,
Because if you did like this, that would be 20. Like no
that
light
would
and
be
then
too.
less food.
Oh, okay, let's go with that.
Okay.
Um,
And for example, only have 10 points for me?
Yeah, you have 10 points left from your what you allotted.
Okay. Okay. In 10 points, I'm use the water, food, medical tools, light, and 10. Mm,
Repeat that again.
yes, my question is the only in 10 points, use water, food, medical, and tools and light.
Water, food, medical, and some light.
Yes.
So you want to use 10 points worth for
Okay,
those
okay, wait a
things?
moment and try to the put
Like that will do it with no
my
light.
good points. Wait a moment, please. I think what moment. Okay, okay, I got it. Okay,
Yep.
I'm use the ChatGPT.
You're going to use ChatGPT to help you out?
Yes, yes.
Sure. You can
It's
choose ChatGPT. There's no for all my games. I don't. So I am for those that remember me having any games at all, right? In all my games that I ever held, I've always told people you can use Google, you can use ChatGPT. There is no such thing as cheating. So feel free. Hi, KM. How are you doing? KM, are you there? Can you say hi? Oh, looks like I think I scared them away. Okay, Ime, we're playing a game in which this is a zombie apocalypse situation,
Okay,
and that the idea is everybody plays a particular role, and you pick and you and you choose items you want to bring with you. Each of the items um, is worth a certain amount of points. So water is worth 2 points. Food is worth 2 points, medical 3, tools 2, light 1, so on and so forth. And you can only bring 20 points worth of items, right? Then
okay,
what we'll do is we'll put this into ChatGPT and let ChatGPT do the analysis and everything like that, and then let ChatGPT tell us the story of what's going to happen to us in this zombie apocalypse. So
mm,
throughout our journey, we'll be consuming some of the items and trying to survive about maybe 10 days worth of time from the danger zone to the safe zone. So will we survive or will we perish in the process? We shall see.
water is important,
Uh-huh.
very important.
So at least one or more.
Uh, Water
Yes.
and medical, maybe.
Okay. Do you want more than one medical or just one?
Uh, maybe more than one.
Okay. Same with water,
Yes.
right? And then right there, you can see like you used up 10 points worth and you have 10 points left.
Okay.
How about you, Matt? Any thoughts on your end? What do you
Oh,
think you
well,
need?
I will pick up that water too.
How many water do you want?
Two,
Two? Okay.
yes. And food one,
Food one? Okay.
yes. Medical two,
Medical two? Okay.
yes. Tool one,
One tool.
yes.
And you got 3 points
And
left.
lie one,
Light one?
yes.
Okay, now you have 2 points left.
And 10 one.
You only got 2 points left, so like you won't have 4 points unless you want to give up something.
Okay, Tang. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have my answer.
Okay.
I lose my answer. I'm sorry. Okay. Water, two.
Water two. Okay.
Food, two.
Okay.
Medicine, three.
Okay. Oh yeah, because you're the medic. Got it.
Yeah. Tools, two.
Tools two? Well,
Uh,
that's too many tools.
and lights, one.
Yeah, you need to give up something at some like you need to give up one of the 2 point items.
You have other
Yeah,
thing?
because like you're at 22 points, so you need to give up either one water, one food, or one
But
tool.
you change 22 points. I have and 10 points. Okay. I'm check the okay, I'm check. Okay.
Yeah,
22 points. Okay. 22 points.
right? Because like 2, 4, 7. Oh, actually, 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 2 is 4 again, which is 8. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 8 is 17. And then plus 2 is 19, plus 1 is 20. Oh, actually, two tools. Sorry. So 17 plus 4 is 21, plus one more is 22. Okay, that's why. So if you did like one tool, then it'd be 20 points.
Can I add?
Sure, yes.
Okay. I will add food, maybe uh, five.
5 food, and then you're done.
Maybe add uh, water will be five also.
Okay. So do you want any medical at all?
Yes.
You're at 26 points right now.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yep.
maybe water and food three each.
All right, and then you have 2 points left.
Yes. Light and what is commute? Oh,
Communi
communicate.
Yeah, so like a phone or radio.
Mm, okay. Yes, that's one.
You need one for communication?
Yes.
Okay. So then like you
And
need to take away something then.
okay, maybe take one from water into the light.
Okay, there you go.
Uh,
And that should
take
be
one.
20 points right there.
Yes. Take one from the food into the tent.
Oh, you need to like take two food in order to get a 10.
Yes.
So it'll be like this. Does that look okay for you?
You think so?
Okay. Let's do this too.
Okay, I give you my
Let's
results.
include that. Like it's room for two. So that like not everybody needs to have their own separate tent. You can actually share a tent with like another player,
Sure.
ideally.
Share tools.
Well, because like it's the whole group together, right? So then like, there would be some sharing involved. This will be the part where like once we have ChatGPT tell us the stuff, then based off what ChatGPT tells us, then we talk together and then make decisions.
Okay, I give my results.
Okay.
Water, 4.
For water, okay.
Food, 4.
Food for, okay.
Medicine, 6.
How are you gonna have six?
Yes.
You already went over.
I have a doctor. And
Huh?
tools, 2.
You already went over. You're at 34 points.
You
Two,
have
two
over
tools, 2, like 1, and communication, 3. Is 20, no, Tang?
Oh, are you talking about the points? So like,
And you change the
you mean
points?
like this? Or something like
Okay.
that?
Okay. My base, the point is 20 points, but change. Okay.
Were you talking about like 4 points worth of food, which is water, or 2 foods? 4 points worth of water, which is 2 waters. And then 6 points worth of medical, which have been 2 medical.
Yes.
I
Okay.
think that sounds about more or less.
Yes, yes. I lose. Okay, Tam, I'm sorry. I have one question.
Yes.
My points they use in my water, but my food is 22.
Yeah. So you have 22 points and you need to get rid of 2 points worth of stuff.
Okay, my balance is right, no?
No, no, no. Means you have 2 points extra. You need to get rid of something that's 2 points.
Okay, though. Water 2, food 2, medical 1. Yes.
Hi,
Food.
Sharif. How are you
Hi.
doing? Welcome to the call.
Hi.
How do you spell your name? Hi, how are you? I don't know how to. Oh, there you go. Sharif, we're playing a game right now. So, like, we're still in the beginning stages where we're trying to get everything set up.
Okay, amazing. Hello everybody. Hi Abigail. Thank you so much for the invitation. So
Yeah.
happy to be with you guys.
Yeah, hi Sharif. So thank you for accepting my invitation.
No, it's an honor. It's an honor, actually. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a shift right now, so I think I got 20 minutes. So yeah, let's play for 20 minutes and then I can go back to work. But I'm so happy to be with you guys for the first time.
Okay.
Okay.
And if for some reason you're not able to stay for the whole game, that's fine. It'll just can be considered as you got killed off by the zombies, and then everybody gets to take your stuff.
Well, but let's try it. Let's try the game for 20 minutes, and then maybe we can join for a whole for the whole game or for the whole duration, maybe in the weekends or something. But yeah, so happy to be with you guys. So let's go.
So
but Abby told me that this is like a zombie game, and I love zombies. I've been playing like zombie games on PlayStation or something like that for This is
So
one
this
of
is
my
more like role
favorites.
playing in this case, where you choose a role. Or, I mean, whoever comes into the meeting at this point are default as survivors, right? So a survivor has no attributes. They're just a regular person. So what you gotta do is first choose items that you need to bring with you, and you are allotted 20 points worth of items. So there's water is 2 points, food is 2 points, medical supplies is 3 points, so on and so forth. There's a tracker to calculate how many points worth of stuff that you're carrying so that we can get the 20 points. We take this information and we copy paste it into ChatGPT, in which ChatGPT will be our moderator and kind of like a Dungeon and Dragon-esque type of format, right? So this will be kind of a role-playing session where the ChatGPT will take the information, tell us the story, and then based off of what they say, day to day, we'll make decisions on what we need to do to try to survive this zombie apocalypse. Mwahahaha.
That's great. I just love it actually. But I got the point and the tracking, but I don't know. I didn't get the idea here. So can you please repeat this in short? I'm so sorry for that, but I didn't get it.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is once we have all the information here, I'm just going to take this
Okay.
and literally copy paste this. Okay. Take care, Abby. And we literally just copy paste this to ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT will then tell us the story of what's going to happen to us as we try to get from the danger zone to the safe zone.
Okay. So you got some information. I don't know what kind of information, but you're going to copy paste this information to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is going to create a scenario or something.
Yes.
Okay.
So we don't know what the scenario
great.
is. ChatGPT will decide that.
ChatGPT is going to generate some scenarios. Yeah. So
Yep.
exciting. Okay, yeah. So let's do it. Why not?
So for you, like, what kind of items would you like to bring with you, or would be able to carry?
Do we have any options, or maybe I'm free to choose whatever I want?
You can choose whatever you want, so long as it gets up to 20 points worth of items.
Okay, so my items would be like maybe my mobile phone, a book.
So that's a
What else?
communication device.
Yeah, the communication device, my laptop as well, will be with me. What
So
else?
that's
Like
two
books and
communication
communication device.
devices.
Yeah, yeah. The book, the device, the communication devices, and what else? Maybe a board game or something. I love board games as well. My PS console or my PlayStation. Yeah.
During a zombie apocalypse?
Oh, this is you want me to get some stuff for to
Yeah. So
to
imagine
be in
you're in
the to
the
battle or to be
you're
in the
in it,
battle
right?
to battle the okay yeah. Okay, I just got it. Maybe
Yeah.
some weapons. Maybe some weapons. Some weapons. You got like the rifle and then maybe an axe or something, a rifle, gun. What else? Some helmets maybe to protect my face. A helmet,
Let's do
something
it
like
this
that.
way. Let's call it
Yeah,
tools, weapons.
yeah. Get some weapons, a helmet. I don't know how to say that, but there is something like the vest that is resistible, resist the bullets.
You
So
mean
like
bulletproof vests?
yeah,
Do you
the
think if a zombie will
bulletproof
shoot
vest.
you?
I think maybe why not? Why not?
Okay.
Maybe there's some of them like carry some weapons, some kind of weapons or something. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that'll be interesting. Let's
Yeah.
protective gear. So we'll just shove that all under this one then.
And the lighter as well. As like
A
I've been
lighter?
playing. I used to play like Alone in the Dark. And
Yeah,
then,
a light.
yeah, and we got a lighter, just a lighter, like that
Yeah,
darkened
that would
room
be a
or dark
light. So
space
like
or
either it's a
something like that.
lighter or it's
Yeah,
a flashlight or any kind of
or
form of light.
flashlight, yeah,
Yeah,
a
yeah.
source of light or something. Yeah.
So you want like at least one of this and you want plenty of these. I don't know how many of these you want because you were like listing like let's see you list out a gun, an axe, and like protective gear. So that's like three of
Yeah,
them, I guess.
yeah. Do you have a limited numbers of items? Maybe like 1, 2, or 3, or 4?
Yeah, like 20 points worth of items.
Okay. So I have to choose like more items or more tools right now.
Well, it will be like 10 days worth of trekking from the danger zone to the safe zone. So um
Okay.
those would be things to consider as well.
Yeah. Maybe some boots. I don't know. Do we have any relations? The boots, maybe
Assume
protective
that you
boots or
have boots
something,
on.
but the boots are,
Yeah.
yeah. What else? What else can we get? Like the weapons. I don't know. I'm thinking about something like a tent. Maybe a
Okay.
tent, but it's made of a protective fabric or something like that. Something that the zombies can't, like penetrate. So yeah, it's like something like that. What else do we
Uh,
have? Food,
that would be more
water.
protective gear, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We maybe you can. We need like some food cans, water.
Uh-huh. So how many
Yeah.
food, how many water?
Lots, many bottles of water actually. We need like I don't know, 10 days.
You only
10
have
days.
you only
This
have
is
13
like
points worth of items anyways, so you'll have to be really choosy of what to bring with you. So
13.
this is
So
the
yeah, it's
difficult
like
part, right? This
seven
is why
points
this is a
remaining.
choice game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna need like 20. 20, no, it's not 20, 50 or 70 bottles of water bottles
How many?
for 10 days, like 30, 40. It's 10 days, you know. So I think
Yeah.
it's 30 or 50, but those the small ones, if we're talking about the small bottles. So it's not so big.
Well, it'll be
We're
like
talking about the bigger sizes, so we can like get
just
20 or so.
whatever would be considered, I guess, 1 day serving of water.
Let's say 10 to 20
How many?
bottles. 10 bottles. I don't know if this is like
That would be too
too
much.
many or something.
Yeah,
It's too
because you
much.
would go over.
Okay, let's go for 5 bottles or something.
Uh-huh. And then you have 3 points left.
What else can we get? I don't know, something to listen to.
See
Maybe
the
something to
challenge,
listen to,
right?
yeah. It's like songs. I love maybe some songs too. Like to make
Just
me
know
less
too that
scared.
just know too that this is like working as a group, so you're not going to be alone, but most likely from the looks of it, you're going to probably be our protector.
Yeah, I wish it's going to be so scary, too scary for me, but yeah, maybe I can get to the leading point. Why not? So it'll be amazing. I actually didn't get the leading positions in real life, but maybe I can take it in this because I love adventures,
Yeah.
even though it's too scary, but
Yeah.
yeah. So you have 3 points left.
Yep, you have 3 points left.
I'm not sure. What else do we get? For the zombies. So this one. A scooter, maybe scooters or something. Something to ride, maybe. Yeah.
Well, like
Scooters.
you're going with the group, so that means like if you're going by yourself, that like you can go faster. Otherwise, um,
Oh, so we're going on foot. Yeah.
yes, you're gonna go as a group. So like it's gonna be kind of hard to like have one scooter for everybody to jump into.
Maybe some medical. Yeah, I got it. Some medical stuff.
Okay.
badges or something. Yeah.
And then if you did one medical, that means that's 20 points worth right there.
Amazing. Yeah. So let's go for one badge. I know it's
Yep.
not enough, but we're limited to 20 points. So yeah.
Yep. Okay. So I delete like Abby and Matt just left. I guess they couldn't stay that long enough.
Yeah, Abby
The
left
setup
actually
part
and
of this
just
is
wanted
the
to say
difficult
goodbye,
part.
but yeah.
Yeah. So for this is like the scout role and the engineer role are up for grabs. Would anybody like to be any one of those?
What are those people? What are the positions? Like engineer?
Scout and engineer. Yeah.
Sorry,
Let's
but
see.
what is the scout?
The scout helps with scouting things out, so it helps with movement.
Oh,
Engineer helps to fix things. Let's see. Where's my little thingy for it? Wait, do I have it already
I love
pre-copied?
engineers, and I love engineers actually. They are so smart and
Okay, then
they
you get to
they
be the
can make
engineer
plans
then.
or something. But surprisingly, I love to do scouting.
Oh, you want to be the scout?
Although I love engineers, but yeah, I'll go for a scouting position.
Okay. And did anybody want to be an engineer? Ime or Mohammed?
Do you have any engineers here? Some people love
Maybe not.
engineers.
Okay. So
Can one person play two roles?
um well since there's many of us, at least or oh you mean can one person play the same type of role? It doesn't have to be necessarily a survivor. Oh, okay, yeah. Um what kind of role would you want to play if that was the case?
No, I was just asking because as you asked me to choose one,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um
I've
'Cause
already I've
like
already chose to be a survivor,
yeah.
and then you asked again if I want to be a scout. That's why I asked you.
Yeah, because like there's no exactitude of how many persons can play a particular role. Also, I think by assumption there's only one leader. So yes, I'll say yes that you can have multiple people play a particular role.
Okay.
Would you still want to be a survivor, or would you want to play a different role?
Uh, I still want to be a survivor. Yeah.
Okay, cool beans. All right, so Juan Franco, 2 points extra. Is there anything that you want to take off?
Points extra. Okay. And put 2 points, for example, on water.
No, no, like you have 2 points extra, as in like you went over, so you need to get rid of something that's 2 points.
Okay, but for example, using the medical or maybe in tools or not.
Well, I don't know what you want to choose. That's why I'm asking you.
Okay, but well, okay, I got it. For example, in water,
You're gonna do one less water?
yes,
Okay.
and put yes.
Oops. All right, there you go. So I guess this will be what everybody will be bringing with them. Cool beans. All right. So from here, we're gonna copy paste this whole thing and let ChatGPT tell us what to do.
Okay.
Here we
Oh,
go.
sorry. Should
Yep.
I have at least one tool as an engineer?
Let's see.
Maybe take it from the food.
Well, you only got one food.
Yeah, oh yeah, sure. Maybe from the medical.
Okay. So if you take it from the medical,
Mhm.
then you have one
Yeah.
extra point left. Or actually, no, never mind.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. If you do it like this, then you have one extra point left.
Okay, maybe put 2 into tools.
2 into
One,
tools,
yes, one more tool.
and then no medical
Uh, maybe from the water.
from the water.
Hmm,
So 2 tools, and
one
then now you have
water.
3 points.
One water.
1 water.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, maybe do I still have one more water, please? Can I?
It'll go over by 1 point.
Oh, okay.
So you
Well,
need to get
just
rid of 1 point somewhere.
one water. I think one water is enough.
Okay.
Yes.
And then like you have 1 extra point. So like, do you want to put that 1 extra point towards something?
Uh, where should I put it? Food?
Food costs 2 points.
Mm,
I'll do this for me, by the way. Whoop. I don't need a communication device.
medics? No. Uh, well, light then.
Do you want 2 lights or do you want like 1 less light and then 1 extra water or food?
One extra light.
Okay. So it'll be like this.
Okay. Mm,
Sounds good?
yes.
Okay.
May I, Dan?
Go ahead.
Could you take 1 point from water and add it to light because I don't have any light.
Okay. And then you have 1 extra point left. So what do you want to do?
Okay. Okay. Can you add this to the medical?
Can I add it to the medical?
Yeah.
As in add 1 more
Add,
medical?
yes, add one more medical and let's see how it goes.
So now you have 2 extra. So you're over 2 points.
Oh, okay. Let's get back to where we were
Okay.
because yeah.
So like
I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry for interruption, but I have to drop off right now. I wish I could
okay.
be, continue the game with you, but thank you so much for the invitation. I
Yep.
have to get back to work right now, and yeah, I don't know what is the time right now.
It is 11:21 over where I am.
11 p.m. or 11 a.m.
11:21 p.m.
p.m. Oh, it's 6:21 here in the a.m. in Egypt. So
Yep.
yeah, so I hope you have a good, wonderful day, and thank you so much for the invitation.
Sounds
Thank you.
good. And
Bye-bye.
thank you for
Bye-bye.
joining.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Okay. So let's see. Any thoughts on like what you want to do for that 1 extra point? Do you want to like an extra light or do you want to like allocate that to something different?
Okay, can you add one more a point to the light.
Okay.
And
So
okay,
does this
that's
look good
good.
to everybody?
I
I'm
think
thinking about
that's
getting rid
good.
of my tent. And I say this is because um if their tent is enough room for 2 people, then like I think I can get rid of my tent and then like get other stuff instead. So my thought would be like I'll do like 1 that and 1 that. Oops, or this. So Even if you guys don't have enough water, I'll be able to help provide some more water.
Okay,
Okay.
sounds good.